I'm so happy we finally got this guy. He went into semi-retirement as a stand-up comedian, but he came out of retirement to do this debate for you tonight. Let's hear it for Mark Lee, everybody. And on the side of nerds, this guy, he's actually a graduate student. Let's hear it for Stephen Foster, graduate student, everyone. All right, going first to the side of nerds, Stephen Foster.
Thank you very much. I'm going to explain why nerds are better than jocks in a simple algorithm. It's as simple as why America loves watching our genetic freaks crash into each other like gladiators on Sundays. Okay.
It's like digging around for information. It's funny.
Thank you very much. This is Mark. I tutor him. So, I feel like this is pretty elementary stuff if we're all caught up on our partial differential equations. Obviously. I'm a little discouraged. I don't see any books out, but that's okay. We'll get over it. Okay, starting with the integrals and the double integrals, and of course triple integrals. It's a very simple matrix made up from the PDSDR, which is of course the acronym for popularity, dates, success, desire, and replaceability, which is of course the which of course is 800, which was first made famous in The Simpsons 10th of 1947. This is basic. Moving on. So the PDSBRP, if you use that in the matrix, set up very simply. If you use it set up in the matrix that described in the polynomials, doubled, of course, by the. It's all laid out. Moving on. We have. I can't. Did somebody take my laser pointer off the desk? Because it's incredibly handy right now. I won't even be mad. Just bring it up. I promise I won't be mad.
Oh, thanks, Trish. Yeah, in the first quarter, we did all right. We were running the ball. We were running the ball pretty well. And we lost Thompson in ACL, and that was pretty bad, so we had to throw the ball in the air. We put the ball in the air a lot. We were down at the half, which was pretty bad, but, you don't give up as a team, We were able to put the ball in the air, run the ball on the ground. It's all, we put a lot of trust in our D, put a lot of trust in the D. You know, you can have all the talented players in the world, but if you don't have a good coach, you don't have good fans, you don't win, you know? So, I mean, in the end, we were able to put the ball in the air and put some points on the board and get a W for the team.
Killing me, Ray Lewis.
Still have at least 2 minutes left.
I'd like to take my first time out. 30-second time out.
This is like a commercial break.
God was on our side, that helped. I think we have Jesus too. You know, it's like Coach used to say, you know, you lead a dead horse to water, you can't make him drink, because just dead horses don't drink. Still got 30 seconds. All right, victory formation. I'm just going to kneel and let the time run out.
I think I'd be a total idiot not to point out that Mark made some great points. Do you mind helping me again, Mark, with the... So, we had made it to the first matrix. Moving on, it's pretty simple. Once we get past the first quadratext and moving over where the you can see here, it's pretty simple. We'll move right along. When you get to the second matrix, which is made up, of course, the quadrilight tangent, which, I mean, do I have to? Oh, Jesus. All right, I'll explain it. It's the SFRB. Not ringing any, but okay. Well, the SFRB, of course, made famous in 1976 by Dr. Philip Ramsey. Well, the SFRB stretch, of course, I mean, it's an acronym, STETCH, Phalasticity, Rage, and of course, blood loss. Which, of course, is one of the funny things about nerds versus jocks, because they are inherently equally dangerous to themselves as far as blood loss goes. Of course, the natural enemy of the nerd, the nosebleed, and the natural enemy of the jock, the fight. So once we get to the triple integral of the second matrix, which of course is lined out here in the Sharps Forum, made famous, of course, by famous comedian CHARPENTIER. That's another story for another day. Anyway, once you get to the fourth matrix is where it gets kind of confusing, of course. And you get to the... Oh, well. By golly, here, hang on just a second.
Holy shit. Holding his belly up. That's some nerds. Things they don't say.
Looks like I caught a little mistake. But that's okay. We'll just keep moving right along. Because really, the tangent, according to the second theorem of the second tangent in the fourth matrix, the 6 clearly should have been a 6b over the 8. It's pretty simple once you get it all. We'll just move right along. Moving right along. The thing, it's pretty easy once you, have you guys taken any 500 level chemistry classes yet? Does anybody have them?
Hey, when's class over? When's class over?
As soon as you stop talking.
Oh yeah, third quarter was pretty tough, Trish. Third quarter was pretty tough. You know, I mean, like I said, we lost Thompson with the ACL, and we had to put the ball in the air a lot more. You know, field goal kicker came through. Sometimes he doesn't. But you know, under pressure, he really came through for the team. You know, we were able to put a big W on the board. And like I said, you know, it was God's help. A lot of it was God. He created football. He created the ground, the stadium, floor, chair, table, ceiling, table. He created football, ball.
I'm just gonna.
I'd like to take my second time out.
Mark, can you open every show with that? Just to get him to be quiet? Oh man, that was great. All right, guys, we got to pick a winner here. If you're on the side of nerds, let's hear it for Stephen Foster, everyone. And if you prefer jocks, let's hear it for Mark Lee, guys. What a shocker. Nerds won at the Vine Street Pub. Give it up for both Stephen and Mark, everybody. Let's hear it for them. Nerds! All right, guys, it's time for our headlining debate tonight. Man, you guys are rowdy. All it had to take was Mark screaming in your face for literally 2 minutes. Now you can't wait. All right.